If you still drink Starbucks, you're gonna want to hear this. No, I mean, you're really gonna want to hear this, y'all. Check this out.
Starbucks and its lattes, that is it's a concoction of milk. The John Stewart woman associate said, I said, yes, it is a concoction of milk with some flavoring in it. Yes. And I said to her that milk is something that's produced by the mammary glands, and it is a body fluid. However, albeit produced by the mammary glands, and people tend to like its taste. It tends to nourish people. It tends to give life. Is probably, it's a strange thing that milk comes from the mammary glands, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I said that semen, because I had this thing going back a year ago with me talking about semen and Starbucks lattes, and they do put it in there. And many people slammed me and said I should get off of it. One guy wrote me and told me he wasn't going to send me any more offerings until I stopped talking about semen in Starbucks coffee. I told him to keep his offerings. But at any rate, the semen is another kind of milk. It's something that's produced by the testicle glands of a man. People tend to like milk that's produced by the mammary glands of a woman. Starbucks has figured out that people tend to like semen that's produced by the testicle glands of a man. Milk, mammary glands, semen, testicle glands, both are naturally produced by the body, and a lot of people tend to like them.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I saw this weird shit on Twitter. Let me just start off by saying a woman's milk and semen are not the same thing. Semen is not milk. Let this sink in. Take all the time you need to figure that out. Go do your Googles. I can boil it down to a few reasons why this nigga's off. One is because you know how many cows it would take to produce enough half and half or whole milk or whatever type of dairy byproduct to go in coffee. I don't care how much a bull jacks off or comes. It's going to take more than, you're not going to get 14 gallons. It ain't going to happen. Not only that, this dude's way off. This is the same pastor that was talking about he had homosexual impulses when he was locked in prison for 6 years. This is also the dude that heralds his anti-LGBT movement up in New York. But he clearly has a knack for talking about sexual things. Namely, sexual things as it pertains to men. Like this video.
God's going to put a cancer in the butthole. God's going to put a cancer in the butthole of every sodomite. Every sodomite's butthole will get cancer in the butthole. It'll burn and burn and burn. They won't be able to sit down because of the burning in their butthole. He can't sit down. He's got a burning in his butthole. He's got a fire. He's got a flame coming out of his butthole.
So, yeah, whatever Pastor Manning is peddling, I wouldn't look too deep into it. If you believe this, you need to do your Google's research. This is literally what stupidity plus information looks like. This is an old, uninformed, uneducated fool. Anybody listening to this stupid shit and believes it, I don't know what to tell you. You literally have a IQ of a handball. In any event, if you like this mini clip or this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.
No one's